The first word that would come to mind when thinking about my experience in Nepal would be humility. The contrast between the capital, Kathmandu, agitated, noisy, overwhelming, and this simplicity, the sincerity of its people, it really creates an unexplainable experience, and that really struck me. I realized that it's exactly these kinds of trips, far from our comfort zone, that remind us of the most beautiful life lessons. When we realize that they have every day a power cut, that most of them work all day without holidays or weekends, that they have one of the slowest internet in the world, that the water supply is problematic, that every local bus ride is an experience between life and death, and that they are still recovering from the earthquake of 2015. And yet, I didn't hear a single complaint. They just understood the principle of gratitude. They don't pay attention to what they lack. They cherish the moment with beautiful smiles. I also caught myself smiling a lot because every little thing gets amplified. They understood that gratitude implies respect towards others. And happiness stems from compassion, feeling involved and concerned about everyone's well-being. Nepal has never experienced clashes or religious riots. No blood has ever been shed in the name of religion in this country. Instead, we can find more than 80 ethnic groups, and their inhabitants speak over 120 different languages. I guess it's not for nothing if the motto of Kathmandu is Unity in Diversity. I also learned to be dirty, to accept this environment, abandon my attachment to cleanliness, and just adapt. I discovered a new vision of life, and sincerely, it feels so rewarding, even if it means smelling and seeing death when you cross the river. I understood that people giving their time and energy helping developing countries are not doing it to make people happier, because they already are. They help the poorest to make the world fairer and more equitable. I met poor people who had nothing, barely enough to dress or a place to sleep. And yet, I could not help but asking this famous question: are you happy? Yes, yes, they are. I also had the chance to visit monasteries and meet a Rinpoche, who is the reincarnation of a Lama in Buddhism. I realized that there is no need for complicated philosophies, doctrines, or dogmas. Our own heart and mind are the temple of all religions. We learn about how to grow and gain knowledge. But why aren't we taught about how to have a good and compassionate heart? Because after all, as the Dalai Lama said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Humanity needs them to survive. And whether we are rich or poor, educated or illiterate, religious or not believing, we are all the same. We are equal. So we must not lose our faith in mankind. Because the world does not belong to leaders. The world belongs to the whole humanity. Nepal has its own charm and is beautiful deep inside. And as the name shows, Nepal, never-end peace and love. So let love and peace flourish through the times to come forever. I know it can sound naive or corny, but if you don't believe in it, how do you want your actions to reflect it? Thank you for watching, and Namaste.